Why are you doing this?
Because that's hilarious. That's
okay, there's gonna be a really embarrassing story about me.
This is when you pick up
okay,
that guy.
and when Woephil... What? No!
When Woephil returns,
Woephil will tell you the story, okay?
I have the video of you pick up a guy from during that karaoke time.
Oh,
what?
okay, let's pick a big midi? Okay, that's funny.
Oh, yeah,
okay, I didn't know what you're referring to, but now I do. Yeah, I was trying to pick a big midi. Grassy denied me, so I was not broken. And I didn't want to talk to another woman, so I tried to pick a big midi.
That was pretty fucking funny.
Okay.
You were so into Grassy that night, holy shit.
Oh, dude, I didn't know, man. Seriously, I can't even remember half that night.
Oh, yeah, I
remember everything, man. It was glorious.
Dude, okay, I had so much to drink it wasn't funny. Seriously.
I spent $250 alone.
No,
you so
spent...
trash.
No, you got so drunk, it was funny.
Okay, I think after those Long Island iced teas of the 3 I had, I was just gone after that.
Yeah, they were like, I thought they were like $1 cent a drink, and I'm like, fuck, man. $15 Snake Boy, you're wasting my cash. And then I was like, oh, shit.
That's like 6 shots in that fucking thing, it's amazing.
Yeah. Fucking Blade's like, I can't believe I paid $15 for a non-alcoholic drink, you're just drinking tea. I'm like, what?
No, I knew it was alcoholic, I just thought it was 1 drink, I didn't think it was like that many.
Anyway, sorry, for those who don't know what's happening, Woefil's gonna get back in a second. Oh, he's back now. You back, Woephil? Okay.
I am back. How you doing?
Now, Snake Boy's gonna go quiet because he's gonna say things that he probably shouldn't because he's very embarrassed.
Yes, Snake Boy should definitely remain quiet during this recording.
Are we gonna mute his client? No, he'll mute himself. He's gonna unmute himself though.
He is. He is. Okay. He'll have to come in with a retort at one stage or another.
We have to hear one glorious Snake Boy in my defense.
It wasn't my fault.
It wasn't my fault.
Okay, well fine. Before we start, I'm gonna say right now, it wasn't my fault, okay? And that's the defense I have for every single situation that you come across, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Alright. Let's start. I'll do this properly, because I didn't do it properly on Sunday night.
Do the lovely intro.
The lovely intro.
Lovely intro.
I don't remember the lovely intro, but we'll start. It was a beautiful day. No, this is the problem. I started in the beautiful day, where I should have started the night before. See, I started in chapter 2.
Right.
So it was a. Okay, we don't need 15 people recording.
Can everybody stop like doing shit so it doesn't like interrupt? Okay, go.
Very distracting. It was a beautiful night. Friday night. It was a small turnout. There was myself, there was President, there was Kapow, who's not with us, and our beautiful guest of honor, Snake Boy. And we were strolling. Where were we? We were in not Flinders Street. That's the Melbourne one. Yeah. What's the Sydney one we were at? The Queen Victoria building. We were just outside. George Street. We met up. Beautiful night. Sun was going down. So we decided to head to a gaming bar, and then we changed our mind. We said we don't want to go to a gaming bar. We game all the time. Let's do something different. So let's go to a pool hall. We're in a mood for pool. We're going to be playing pool the next night. Let's go to the pool hall. So pool hall. We're playing pool. We devised a game that we call, what did we call it? Death pool. Death pool was fun. Yes. Everyone chooses a number. Play your pool. If your number gets sunk, you're out. Unfortunate, unlucky. Was it the first game, President, or the snake? The second game.
I believe it was indeed the second game.
The second game. It was Snake's break. Snake hit the ball into the balls, as you do when you play pool, and sunk his own ball off the break. So Snake's curse was born. Now, when somebody fails that hard at pool, what should they do? Anybody, you can all chime in here now. If somebody fails at pool that hard, what should they do?
I don't know.
That's right. They should go to the next table and teach the next people how to play pool. That's exactly what Snake Boy did. Just happened to be 2 Asian girls that he was teaching to play pool.
2 quite semi-attractive Asian girls as well. One of them, debatable. Have a few drinks. That's it. But one of them was fairly attractive, and this was the one that our glorious Snake Boy decided to start talking to.
Yeah, Are we talking about that table or the other table with the fat ones?
No, we're talking about the first ones, which
The
was
first ones.
the first ones.
So,
The fat ones were second.
the fat ones
Sorry,
are second.
continue.
He got them on the way out. That's alright. So that was the beginning.
Snakeboy does indeed have yellow fever.
That was the beginning. So, of course, Snakeboy, using the old adage of those who cannot play teach, was telling the girls how to play snooker, which is actually a completely different game to pool, but that's alright. He knew. He understood the ins and outs of snooker. And that was the first night. That was the beginning of Snake. And I might add, you weren't wearing the shirt that time, were you, Snake?
Yes, he was.
No, I don't think he was wearing the shirt that
Oh.
night.
No,
I think it was a black shirt.
No, he wasn't. That's right.
No, the shirt came the next day.
Yes.
This was Friday night. This was the first Sydney meetup. It was pretty quiet, pretty uneventful, as you may have picked from the story. So, Saturday swings around, and we all head to Sydney Airport. We're going to catch a plane down to Melbourne to go to the Melbourne meetup. Beautiful. So, we get to the airport, we go to check in, we all meet in the same checkout line.
Closing my door.
Not a problem. And sure enough, thank you very much, Tiger Airways, our flight is cancelled. Engineering problems. So now our 45 flight has been moved to 3 PM, and we've been transferred from Tiger to Virgin, and we now have a few extra hours to spend killing some time at Sydney Airport. So, what do? We go to the bar, downstairs in the food court area. So we're sitting at the bar. President is on my left, Snake is on my right, and I am in the centre. We're enjoying, what were you having? Canadian Club and
I was
Coke?
having a lovely Canadian Club and cola.
Very nice. I was having
And-
myself a fine apple cider, and our good boy Snake was having a vodka and cranberry juice.
That's
for
where the
for
problem
his
started.
for his
Pinball's his bag.
for his UTI or something like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we're sitting here having a chat. Lovely, nice time. Three gentlemen enjoying their own company. The conversation gets a bit of a lull in it. Goes a bit quiet for just a moment. Snakeboy turns to his right, where there just happens to be a fine young maiden sitting next to him, minding her own business, playing her own phone. And he decides to ask if she had also missed her flight as well. You know, just making conversation, as people do, no problem. She completely ignored him, to the point of not looking up from her phone whatsoever. So, Snake, a bit defeated, turns back to us. President and I have a bit of a giggle, and we carry on with our conversation.
Yes.
All well and good. About 90 seconds later, it was easily over a minute. I'm gonna say 90 seconds later.
It was well over a minute.
The girl responds with, no, she hadn't missed her flight. She's actually going to Cronulla. That's nice. Something about an engagement party with her boyfriend. I'm pretty sure her boyfriend was mentioned in the first sentence of the conversation.
I believe it was
Maybe
fairly
the
close.
second, but it was early on in the piece. Well, that didn't stop our dear Snakeboy. Snakeboy just took that as more of a challenge. So, the conversation started with, no, going to Cronulla. I'm not from around here, down from Brisbane, I think. Your neck of the woods, President?
I believe it was Brisbane, yes.
Very
she was
nice.
indeed.
Very nice. So, she then pointed out one of the logos on Snake's infamous shirt. I think it was the Asus
the
logo
Asus
on his sleeve. Again, the boyfriend was brought up. My boyfriend just bought one of those computers. Fair enough. Well, that was it. Snake was off in conversation again. What does your boyfriend do? What's his play? What does he play? What does his computer do? Etc. 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 Conversation trailed off for a minute or two, and then she had to get up and leave. Did she not, President? To go and get
I
herself
believe,
freshened
yes,
up for this appointment.
Said she had to go and freshen up and get into her clothes for this said engagement party that he's going to with her boyfriend.
Boyfriend. The boyfriend that she had.
had.
Yeah, okay. So she left. Like, turns back to her
45 minutes later.
Easily. 45 minutes later. We're still at the bar, still enjoying our conversation, and this girl returns and questions Snake as to why he hasn't saved her seat. Snake turns around and notices that there's now a gentleman sitting in the stool that she was sitting in. She's basically unrecognisable. She's now put makeup on and wearing a dress instead of a t-shirt and shorts.
And dear God, was she bangable?
No, she's like a 7. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Well, yes. Well, yeah, 7.
That's a married 7. Where if it was a single 9.
Yeah.
Anyway, fine. So she talks to Snake again about missing the seat. Snake Boy was very apologetic and offered her his seat, and then proceeded to stand up. Then one thing led to another. It was the comment about the heat. It was a warm day the day before the Friday.
Warm day. It was a lovely warm day, and she says, "Oh, I hope my makeup doesn't run."
To which
Now,
the infamous line was uttered.
This was the start of the end for Snake Boy.
This was the
Snake Boy says to her, word for word, "Oh, is your makeup, what was it, water or mineral based?"
oil or mineral based.
Oil or mineral based.
To which she raises an eyebrow to it. To which President and I pick up our bags and leave the bar.
So Woephil and I grab our things and we head towards Macca's to get a quick feed before we have to go. Well, actually, it was a couple of hours still. Yeah.
Yeah, we still had some time, but as you can understand, we can't fill you in on the rest of the conversation as we weren't there. Snake might be able to tell you exactly what was said between himself and her. But anyway, we spend about 5 minutes in the Macca's line. Yeah. We get ourselves some food. And then we proceed to the chairs right in the middle. If anybody's been at the Sydney airport, the bar is called the 2020 bar. Macca's is Macca's. And in between the two of them is all the seating arrangement. There's a little bakery, like a Gloria Jean's knockoff, right in the middle. So we're sitting in amongst the chairs right in the middle between the two locations. Again, minding our own business. We weren't even really paying attention. About 10 minutes goes by. We were talking about TeamSpeak. We're talking about all sorts of nicks and knacks. 10 minutes goes by, and I'm just happen to look up over my left shoulder. Which, if I have this photo, let's see if I can find this photo and put this photo up. This would be good. That's on my phone. Never mind. I'll get it another time.
I'll upload it, mate. Give me 1 second.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pinball.
To which, we're going to have to wait for this photo, because it basically just says everything.
Yes. Now, we'll wait until the photo is uploaded, and then I want people to say in the chat what they think Snake Boy is doing.
If you've heard it before, don't say a thing.
Yes, if you've heard this story before, do not say anything, but for the people who don't know, this was one of the most glorious moments I think I have ever seen in a Sydney airport. It was absolutely fantastic.
User in your channel is recording.
Not my fault.
Not my fault. Of course it wasn't your fault, Steve.
Where is it, Wiz? Come on, Wiz.
Mate, I just had to email it to myself. I've got the email here.
Alright.
Yep, okay, I have the photo. What do you want to put it in the file browser?
Just make it
Just
your...
upload it to Facebook.
No, don't upload it to Facebook.
That's image it, that's fine.
I'll just stick it on Imgo.
No. Oh, okay, yeah. All that.
Anybody's votes. We've still got votes. Room for votes.
Yeah, start guessing what he was doing.
Yeah, start guessing what you think
Well, I
he's
already
doing.
know.
Yeah,
you don't count, mate.
Yes, you don't count. Because you were there.
Alright, here we go.
His energy. Being slapped by females.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Get it.
Alright, are we ready? Go. Now, I want people in the chat to say what they think, what you think he is doing to this fine lady.
And just pay attention to the shirt, just in case you were confused as to who the person was.
And that is his shirt. That is the shirt he is wearing.
I don't know if that's Snake Boy. Are you able to confirm this for me?
Wilbur got it.
Wilbur got it.
He is indeed painting a girl's nails inside a Sydney airport when she is about... Are you sure she's not 14? What? No, she was at least like, what, 19, 20? Anyway. Sydney airport, painting girl's nails that he had just met when she was about to go to see her boyfriend at a... What was it again?
Engagement party.
Engagement party.
I don't want to alarm anybody, but my wife has seen the photo and she's definitely not a 9. Just saying.
Nah.
It was a stretch to get the 7. Sorry, Snake. Former PNG.
No, see, I remember a piece of this story that you brushed over. That was originally there. I don't know if Snake told us this bit or not. That she started to apply the nail polish at the bar
That is true.
which is the point at which Snake Boy said, "You're doing it wrong."
That is true. Snake Boy
Totally.
said
When you can't
are
do
doing
teach,
wrong.
right? So he then painted a nail to show her how it was done, and thought, well, fuck it. If you want something done right, do it yourself. And then proceeded to paint both hands.
My
Her
goodness.
nails. Her nails.
Well,
he painted
look, Prez, it'd
her
just be
nails.
weird if he painted his nails at the bar,
That
wouldn't
would
it?
be.
That would just be
filthy.
weird. You wouldn't want to do that. That'd be weird.
That'd confirm homosexuality.
So
But-
we have the evidence. So here it is. We're looking at the photo. So this happened. We can't take this away, Snake. As much as we may want to try, this happened.
No. This,
So at which point we have a bit of a giggle. Prez and I don't
Wait,
leave our
I
seat.
don't
We
know
stay
if
at
it
the
was a bit of a
tables.
giggle.
Giggle.
We had a
I
pretty
actually
big
hurt. It breathing was hard. So
it was fantastic.
this
experience.
carried on for about 5 minutes before there was another maybe minute or two of chat, and then something very important happened. They both stood up, and he was holding her hands much in a similar pose that she is now, except he wasn't holding her hand at the time, which is nice. But of course, wet nails, she couldn't pick up her handbag to leave. So what does that gentleman Snake do? He picks up he picks up her handbag and proceeds to leave the building with said no-name girl.
What was her name, Snake?
To which point
I don't think it
we wave. Prez, we send
We
our
waved
goodbyes
at Snake Boy. Say goodbye.
and send our fair wishes. To which point he leaves the airport, as far as we're concerned. Bye. See you, Snake. Nice knowing you.
Alright, giggity giggity.
So we sit at our table, wondering what was happening, wondering if we should get up and chase him, wondering if he's just been abducted by someone who's much stronger than him. And anyway,
Were you worried at any point that he might be getting laid?
no,
no.
that never crossed our mind at all. 5-10 minutes later, he returns and finds us at our table where we were waving from before, and sits down with us and wonders why we've got so many questions. We show him the photo, so we knew what it was actually happening. To which point he gets up and goes and gets himself some food, because that's what you do after
At
a
which
hard
point-
day's work like that.
At which point he says,
No, that's true. You're right. What did he say?
crap, what was it?
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't.
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his
not
fault.
Snake Boy's fault.
In which case he told us about the one nail thing, and she wasn't doing it right, because
Yes.
this girl must have never painted her nails before.
Channel is recording.
So this all happened at the airport. Now something happened at the other airport, Melbourne Airport. We'll get rid of this photo because I don't need to keep using this as a prop. So that happened. We had a good giggle,
User in
a
your
rather
channel is
large
recording.
giggle. Then we
was
boarded
quite
out, we
right.
finished our meal, we went and found puzzle books just to amuse ourselves, we went to the toilet, did the things you do at an airport to kill some time, and then we hopped on the plane. All well and good, no problem. Plane trip's pretty uneventful. We were sitting close to each other, but not next to each other on the seats, because the flight had to be readjusted. But Virgin were very accommodating of our needs, and the flight went smoothly. We land in Melbourne. Now, anybody who's flown on a plane before knows that the hardest part about flying on a plane is getting off a fucking plane. Standing up in the middle of this aisle, waiting for everybody to slowly get their bags and slowly shuffle off. So we're sitting right in the middle of the plane, doesn't matter if we wanted to go back doors or front, we had to wait the longest amount of time. So, we're standing, waiting, standing and waiting, and all of a sudden we hear a familiar little voice in front of us. Out there, Snake Boy has struck up a conversation with someone. And we look forward. President and I both seated behind him.
My fault.
This
This
Right.
was your fault.
this wasn't Snake's fault. Just so everybody knows, it wasn't Snake's fault. So Snake was talking to another girl. This girl just happened to be the flight attendant in the middle of the plane, helping everybody get their bags out. Well, she was helping everybody get their bags out until she started paying all of her attention to Snake. Because Snake was wearing his shirt.
The shirt.
The shirt. And I don't know what logo she recognised, or
She
If it was a
noticed that
logo at all.
She noticed that it was a gaming shirt.
a gaming shirt. So not a logo in just the fact that it was a gaming
Oh,
shirt?
Aura Gaming, that's it. That she noticed that it was Aura Gaming, that was a gaming shirt, and she asked him about said gaming shirt.
What do you play, I think was the question.
It was.
What do you play?
League
Which
of
Snake
Legends.
responded, League of Legends. And he used to play professionally and told her all about his illustrious career. Which she replied, my boyfriend used to play that, but now he plays Ark? Something like that, Snake?
Something like that.
Something along those lines.
No,
No.
she played Ark, sorry, she played Ark. No
No boyfriend mention. I'm
this
pretty
time.
sure there was a boyfriend mention.
No boyfriend. No, there was no boyfriend mentioned this time. She
He
said
played
that he
Ark.
played Ark.
I think that I jumped into the conversation when I heard about recreating and producing eggs. There was something about the conversation. I wasn't sure if they were talking about that or Tamagotchis, but then it was talking about Ark and Snake Builders later. But anyway, another shirt conquest. Talking to this flight attendant, holding us up, mind you. We were actually trying to get off the plane, and she was standing in the middle, not letting us get off the plane because she's talking to Snake. That was fun. But anyway, that was another conquest of Snakes that really didn't lead
Also, one
to much.
thing we did gloss over as well is when this conversation was happening, as well as the conversation in Sydney the night prior, was the fact that we did interject into his conversations quite a number of times by saying, "Oh, Snake Boy, how's the girlfriend?"
How's your girlfriend, Snake?
Yeah.
Which he didn't reply for some reason. But anyway, so standing on the plane, we finally did get off the plane, which we were picked up by the ever wonderful Pinball Wizard from Melbourne Airport. Thank you very much for that again, friend.
Thank you, Pinball.
Pleasure.
Taken to his house and had the pleasure of meeting his beautiful wife. Thank you again. Dumped our bags.
He's
Actually,
right.
I dumped my bag. Prez and Snake were staying at Blade's house in Melbourne City. Thank you very much, Blade.
Snake and I were sleeping at Blade's house. I slept at
User in your
Snake's
channel
house
is
in
recording.
Sydney, and then we went to Melbourne, and Snake and I stayed at Blade's, and Woephil stayed at Pinball Wizards.
So it was all well planned and all well executed. We head into the city proper, where we've actually got a room booked this time, a pool hall. Booked? What was that pool hall called again? It was a good place.
Pool hall.
Yeah, something.
It was
Collins Street, pool hall. It's good.
Damn right. If you're in Melbourne, look it up and get there. It's a fantastic place. So, head to pool hall. We're all gathered around. Did anything happen before then? I don't think so. Anything happen on the way?
believe so,
No, I don't think so. We had a good night of pool. We relayed the story as it is so far.
there you go. Pinball Wizard. Poolpool.com.au.
Look it up, folks. Go to Melbourne. Good place. They deserve your business. And we had a good 3 hours of pool, in which case drinks were had and fun was had and merriment
And
was
this,
had. And it was
this
good fun.
story was told at length, and we were all drunk as, and it was
length.
hilarious.
It was funnier when we were
Almost died. I was laughing so much.
Woephil and I had actions with said story.
It was more
absolutely
animated
brilliant.
than this one, but
It was a
anyway.
lot more animated.
So, and we're not all drunk standing here listening to this. You'd find me much funnier if you're all pissed.
And everybody in this pool hall was looking at us as well.
Yeah, we did draw a little bit of a crowd.
We drew a little bit of a crowd, yeah.
Anyway, we leave the pool hole after our fun and our time was up, and we. This part of the story actually steers away from our dear Snake Boy and brings in two new characters. Speaking of Pinball Wizard and Blade, they gained an affectionate nickname. It was Ginger Squad. We quickly realised that they were the only two rangers in the whole group, and they were the two local Melbourne regulars. So they were going to lead us to our next place. They were going to take us to our next destination, or they thought they were. What happened?
Excuse me, I was right the whole time.
Blade,
Until the
it's
next
not your
intersection.
fault.
It wasn't your fault. It's fine. So we'd get to one corner and we'd come to an intersection. Which way do we go? Left or right? Let's go left. Okay, let's go left. Everyone goes left. We soon realised that left was wrong and we should have gone right. So the next ranger takes charge. Pinball Wizard decides at the next intersection he's going to make the decision. He does. Let's say right this time. We all go right. Right's wrong this time. And we should have gone left. In which Blade takes charge again, and they alternate charge. Eventually, the two rangers got together, and made one good decision, and we finally turned up to the right karaoke
No.
place,
Well,
only to
we
find out.
That's not exactly how it went
incorrect.
down.
They put their minds together and they still made the wrong decision. On that.
that the karaoke bar was closed and the rooms were full, and we couldn't go in. So we left
Took a little bit
and
of another walk.
continued walking, wondering why our feet hurt, and finally
It
got to
wasn't that
one.
far.
It was shocking. It was a waste of an hour of my life that I'll never get back. That bad. It was good fun. Anyway, we finally. I don't even know the name of that place. I don't even know if it has a name.
I
The
don't
second
know.
place.
I'm pretty sure it was just a Japanese
It was very Japanese.
karaoke bar.
To tell you how Japanese it was, there was a Japanese guy, and what looked like an Aussie guy got up and sang a Japanese song, and the song came up in Japanese, and the Japanese subtitles had Japanese subtitles. That's how Japanese the place was.
And the Aussie bloke sang it in Japanese. Well
He did
played.
too. He did very well.
Good on him.
Which would have led him to have the best chance of hooking in with the Japanese barmaid that was at this Japanese karaoke bar. But Snakeboy paid absolutely no heed to that and decided he'd have a crack himself. And at which point we lost Snake. At some point in the night,
That was
Snake.
Snake.
Snake sung a song. You sung Jet. I sung Jet with you, Snake. That was fantastic. And you were back up on a couple other songs, and you really got into it. And then
Channel is recording.
Yeah,
And-
pretty fantastic.
Snake.
Snake lost his voice. Yeah, I
Snake
think
lost his
everybody
voice.
lost their voice by the end of
It
that.
got a bit
night.
croaky.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh
were
yeah.
singing pretty hard.
We're gonna give our apologies to Freddie Mercury at this point. But I'm pretty sure at one stage
Started rubbing wasabi on his nipples. Wow.
started talking with sign language.
I'm pretty sure if the bartender said that, lovely bartender said that, Snakeboy would have done it.
Yeah,
I am
absolutely.
almost certain.
He would have rubbed it on the shirt so damn hard that it would have burnt through. Yeah, loves it. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sure that he was due for a song, and we were singing to him at least. If he wasn't singing, we were singing at him, and he wasn't responding because his attention was completely drawn away by some lady. Oh, actually, there was another lady too. Do you remember the other lady?
No.
Who was
Which one?
about 40, and she was with the other group, Aussie lady. But I'm pretty sure. No, there was another lady there, and you were talking to her just at the table that was next to the bar.
Yeah, yeah.
You weren't. Yeah, you were. Don't even give me the what. You definitely were. But anyway, that wasn't the main target. Yeah, you don't even know. You don't even know who you talked to.
fault.
No, it wasn't Snakeboy. It was the shirt. The shirt was talking.
His shirt's fault.
Anyway,
I think this is the point where I'm starting to remember things that I don't remember a lot, because this is the point where it gets pretty hazy.
it was.
Oh,
it was.
yeah,
It was
it was
late.
getting messy by this point.
Snakeboy was
User
very,
disconnected from your channel.
very drunk at this point.
It was late. It was late. But anyway, we had a bit of a giggle at Snakeboy's expense again,
User
trying
in
to-
your channel stopped recording.
trying to get some attention from bar staff, and getting absolutely none. But it was fun to watch. But it was good singing anyway. Apart from that,
No.
What
What
happened?
about the part where he started cleaning up for them?
Oh,
I didn't see
He
that.
got
I
a
was gone by
broom.
then.
He got
That's
a
right.
broom.
Snakeboy.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Oh my god.
Snake. No. Alright.
Snake, it wasn't your
Okay.
fault, Snake. It wasn't your fault.
It's-
It wasn't your fault.
No, okay. So, Snakeboy's talking to this lovely barmaid. She was, a good 6, 7 on the Asian scale.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. I would have done it.
She was, yeah, she was pretty freaking
Thanks,
cute.
Wiz. How's your
There you
wife?
Yeah. Alright, anyway, so, Snakeboy 10 out of 10. Yeah, she's Asian. Any Asian's 10 out of 10 for you.
Yeah. You like the chunky ones at the first club anyway.
Actually, while Grassy's here, Grassy gets an honourable mention in this story.
Oh, this would be good.
Snakeboy proceeds to go on TeamSpeak and hit on Grassy while they're
Oh.
playing games.
How'd that go? On a
It
scale
didn't
of
go
1 to
so
10,
well,
Grassy,
okay.
how was his
So-
game?
So then Snakeboy started hitting on Big Midi.
Oh, that's
And
easy.
that was just glorious. That's on YouTube, is it? No
Yeah, it's on
shit.
YouTube.
Give us the URL for that. Anyway,
I'll go watch
It's,
that.
it's a lengthy watch. It's a lengthy watch.
I am keen to listen to that.
What you got to remember is that it's gameplay from Big Midi and Grasshopper but it's just audio of Snake playing Guitar Hero and yelling down the phone.
Oh, that was at my place.
Oh yes, that
Oh
was
yes,
good.
and then President had to fucking ban my account while he was on my computer, so he'd stop talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
I literally
remember this.
banned Blade's account for an hour so Snake Boy would get off his computer and stop talking. We'll listen to that in a second. Anyway, so after said hitting on Grasshopper and Big Netty, he starts talking to this barmaid again. She was, just as I said, a 7 out of 10 for
Let's
Asian
point
girl.
out that we didn't leave the bar, okay? They're interjecting a story part from the future into the, thing.
Yeah, this is all fucked up in the wrong order.
Yeah, it's not like Snake Boy went back in the barmaid. This...
No, they left the bar, went to Blade's house, and that's when the video that's on
okay,
YouTube
alright.
happened.
Alright,
You was
we'll get
at this
to that
point, you were too pissed to remember the order of the night, mate.
Anyway,
Me and Woephil had gone home.
yeah, you guys went home, we just got fucking blind. Anyway, okay, so before the grassy incident, so I was hitting on this girl, and starts getting towards the end of the night. So say we were there for 3 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that.
I don't know, dude, but I
It
didn't
gets
remember
pretty
getting home.
fucking late. It gets pretty late. Now, they start talking, and I proceed to go to the toilet. Woeful's gone home, Pinball's gone home. I think most people had gone home at this point. It was just Snake Boy, myself, and Blade, because we were staying at Blade's house. Now, Blade started getting, he was getting a bit tired, fair enough. He wasn't drinking as much, because he couldn't, obviously, but it was, you had a good night though, didn't you, Blade? Like,
I did. It was fantastic.
it was a pretty fantastic night. So I go to the toilet, I say, yep, come back, okay, we can... 9:52, you should like this. Yep, okay, we'll leave now. And Blade's like, sweet. So we start walking out, we walk out, I say to Snake Boy, look, we're leaving. And, we're gonna leave soon. Sorry, we'll leave in 10 minutes or so, so Blade and I go back and sit down, we didn't go out. We'll leave in 10 minutes. Snake goes, alright, keeps talking to the girl. Now, I don't know how this happened. Somehow, Snake Boy gets a broom in his hand, and he starts sweeping the floors of this place like he actually works there to try and impress said bartender.
Yeah, but he's probably so legless he can't sweep for shit.
He was pretty late. I don't even remember him having a broom. That's how fucked I was. Like, I don't remember that part. But I was told he had a broom.
I was told.
And he was sweeping this little Asian brooms. Lol. I don't know. I don't remember, dude. It was brilliant. Anyway, so we leave. I say to Snake, look, we're leaving. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It was a mop, was it? Oh my god. Gets better and better. So we leave. Now this is part of the story that Woephil and that don't actually know.
No, I've never heard this. This
Because
is
this
fantastic.
is the walk home.
No, never heard
Do you
of it.
remember this, Blade? This is
I do remember
quite,
this.
quite
yes.
an eventful...
I don't even remember this.
I remember
No.
the walk home.
Dude, if we weren't there, you would
He
have
would have
gotten in a
got beat
fucking
the
fight.
fuck up. No, that
You
was
would've
like
got beat
4
the shit up.
dudes.
Yeah, okay, anyway,
Yeah,
we'll keep-
Melbourne's a bugger for that. You got to be careful.
I don't even remember this part, so I'm hearing this for the first
Alright.
fucking time.
So,
Snake Boy
look,
says.
I'll take
What?
over this little bit, I reckon,
Alright,
maybe.
okay.
Alright, so, we're hungry, we've just had a fair bit to drink, we all need to pee. Alright, so we see a Hungry Jacks. Snake Boy proceeds to crack the shits because the Hungry Jacks won't let him use the toilet. So then he goes across the road. I said to President, go with him. Prez like, no, we won't go with him, we'll get his food, he'll be right. He's got a
Alright.
shirt on, we can see him no matter where he is. He's got that shirt on. So, we got our food, we're sitting there eating, and I said to Prez, I was like, he has been gone for a while. And then Prez kind of looks at me, and then I'm like, I'm going to step outside and see if I can see him, because he's bound to talking to somebody. So I walk out, can't fucking see him. And all I see is kind of like a group of 3 or 4 people they were in front of a toilet, so I could only see them and I couldn't see who was standing behind that toilet. And then it kind of dawned on me, I'm like, I bet you Snake Boy's behind there and I just can't see him. Then I get Prez, and Prez just packs up his food, sticks it in a bag, and we walk out. Lo and behold, it's Snake Boy. Right? So then we proceed to walk up. By the time we get there, Snake Boy's in the toilet, and there's this dude sitting outside, and we're waiting, and the dude's outside. What did he say? He's just like, that dude is so crazy or something?
No, he said like, oh, just be careful of this guy, he's pissed or some shit. And we're just like, yeah, no, we know him, he's a bit of a douche, just don't worry about him. And at this point, 3 of his friends had walked away. So as we were walking down, Snake Boy went to the toilet, and as we were walking down, 3 of the dudes were walking away. We could hear them saying like, I just want to beat the shit out of this kid. Like, it's just, it was pretty brutal.
Snake Boy gets out of the toilet and goes, oh, he said something. He was just like, what did he say?
I can't remember.
Oh.
Something
I
like...
don't even remember any of this.
Yeah, of course you can.
Mimic, shut the fuck up.
Oh fuck, that's mine. Sorry.
I've muted him. So, and then I think he gets out and then proceeds to say how he was gonna like fight them or something like that. I can't remember what it specifically said, but
we're all pretty drunk.
Oh, I wasn't, but I can't remember though. But I think it was just like, all right, cool. My place is that way. They're over there. We're gonna go around.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we went the opposite direction because I was like, nah, this isn't happening. That was the first thing, and then I think once we got past that little scare, it was every 15 meters getting asked, "Where's the 7-Eleven?"
From me?
Wasn't too much. Yeah, you. Alright, what
Because we were
about
talking
walking?
about
What
getting
about the
Coke on the way
girls?
home.
I don't even fucking remember any of
Every
this.
single time he'd walk past somebody, he'd like comment on them, like, "Oh, she's a very nice girl, very nice girl." And then there was this like group of like rather attractive women behind us, all wearing dresses and stuff like that. And then Snake Boy's like, "I'm gonna take one of them home." And then I was just like, "No,
Dominant Snake Boy.
you're not gonna talk to them." And then he's just like, "No, I am." And I'm like, "Oh fuck." And then he slows down and goes back and starts talking to them. And then, you know what? They actually ended up being really, really nice. So we actually walked with them for a little bit and talked. I think Snake Boy was behind with 2 of them, while Prez and I were ahead with, I think there was like another 3.
No, there was
we're
only
further.
one. I was only talking to one, I think. Wasn't it?
Well, in total there was 5 girls, and I know that Snake Boy was a little bit, like, a couple meters behind with 2 of them. And then we were
must
talking
have had 3 at the
to...
front.
Yeah, we had about 3 at the front. They were actually really nice, surprisingly. But Snake Boy had a lot of confidence, and nothing happened. They proceeded to get in their car and went home. It was just funny.
They got in their friend who was picking them up's car or something like that.
No, the friend was with them. She was Dezo,
Oh, okay.
and she got in. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we went to 7-Eleven. We bought like a $6 Coke. Yeah, we'll wrap it up, Pinball, you bloody killjoy.
The story finished at the nails, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there.
This is red on red crime.
Alright, eventually, okay. This story, basically, we go back to the house. Nothing much eventful happens from then on. We
Rice
get back
is hot,
to the
I don't
house,
care what you say.
pretty much. We get back to the house and just watch
User left
this.
your channel.
Watch this video. This is exactly what happened. Oh yeah. Watch this
By the
video.
way,
Apparently, Rice Ball says, no, what did Nashi say? He skipped to some certain point because there's a lot of shit in the front of it.
9:53. So what happened was Snake Boy wanted to drink more when he got to my place, so he got a glass out. He pretty much did a 50 mix of vanilla Coke and American honey. He had like a sip of it, talked a whole heap of shit to these guys. As soon as he sat down on the couch, gone. And still like a full glass.
Yeah.
Didn't put the lid on the Coke, didn't put the lid on the
As soon as he laid on that couch,
American
he
honey?
was out.
Yeah, he just laid down and he's just gone.
Gone. Now watch that video. 9 minutes 58, I believe it was. You were saying?
Well, the whole
9
video was
minutes
just Snake Boy
53,
singing.
sorry. I said, Grassy, are you gonna be my girl? Yeah, there you go. Snake Boy, I won't be your girl. Alright, hang on, I gotta watch this as well. Who hasn't seen it? This is brilliant.
No, the video is like 9 minutes 58 long.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
You do a really good rendition of Jet. Like, don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
I remember doing Jet barely. Like, I remember losing my voice during it. Fuck.
You mean your voice dropped during it?
Alright.
Yeah, and by the way, Snake
story,
Boy sounded like a
guys.
man for like a good 3 days after it.
Yeah.
Snake man.
Your channel stopped recording.
That was great stuff.
And nothing else happened at Blade's place, because I didn't know what happened on the way home or what happened at Blade's
Oh
place.
man, I didn't even remember the way home. I just remember
Nah,
the
it
Blades.
wasn't that bad. There was nothing really. I had a really good weekend. It was really
Okay,
good.
I remember not being able to see straight and just trying to follow the flaming hair.
Lol.
No, it's not even kidding you, dude. I had no idea what those girls looked like. Okay, I vaguely remember some orange dress like that, but other than that, I don't
Yes.
remember talking to them.
There was a pretty vibrant dress. That was pretty
User
cute.
It was
your channel
red,
stopped
yeah.
recording.
And then all I can remember is, okay, I've just got to stick to keep with that red hair in front of me, and I'm good. Seriously, I couldn't even fucking see anything else. I could just see the red fucking hair just waving around in front, going, just gonna need to keep that in front of me and I'm fucking get home.
You don't remember what they looked like, but you talked to them anyway?
I have no idea.
You're a worry, mate. You're
Oh,
an
that
absolute
video?
worry.
Okay, seriously, they could have been a man in a dress and I would have thought they were a woman. Seriously, I was that fucking gone.
Cool.
Yeah, it was
Keep that in
pretty
mind.
fucking funny.
What were you saying, Blue?
Wait, so that video, like 9 minutes 8 seconds, Snake Boy's like, I can hear you, Mitty. Don't try and fuck me.
What the fuck?
Did I really say that?
Yeah. Like 9 minutes 10 or something. Like started at like 9 minutes 5 seconds.
Okay.
I can hear you, Mitty. Don't try.
Were you trying, Riddy? I'm not sure if you succeeded or not. Snake might be pregnant, that's all.
Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, no, I'm gonna watch this video, guys.
I'm gonna
I'll
watch
talk
it
to
from
you soon.
scratch. Yeah, see you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this video.
User left your channel.
One thing I will say is that Sunday, when Snake and I were at the airport going back to Sydney, I was going to meet up with Snake, because we were catching the same plane. And what were you doing instead of meeting me, Snake?
And what did I do?
I was out the front of a Porto.
Oh, Porto.
Come on, you weren't
Oh,
that
so it was
drunk.
a Brazilian chick.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's right.
It's like the Brazilian shit.
One more trick. And how far did that go, Snake?
I don't know. We only had like 20 minutes to kill.
Yeah, and what happened in those 20 minutes, mate?
I don't know what.
Did you walk away with anything of hers? Maybe some information, some details?
No, so I was just messaging her on Facebook.
Yeah, there we go. So Snake Boy finally got some details. More than just...
And you did it
and
hugely hungover or probably still drunk.
Hey,
No, I wasn't
it was the
hungover.
voice. I will make the point that he was still wearing the shirt.
Been wearing it for 3 days now.
Exactly.
No, it's just the two. Just the two.
At this point, it could basically, like, crawl off his back by now, but that's alright. He was still wearing the shirt. It must be the shirt, man. Get that shirt framed. That's like Sex Panther. You should wear it 60% of the time.
The time it works
every time.
every time.
Nah, Snake, you're good fun. You're invited to every party from now on, mate. You're on the party list. You're a good lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, I didn't know all that stuff that happened on the way home and stuff like that. I piked early with Wiz, so no, I didn't know about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I learned some new things too. I didn't know about a lot of that stuff either.
We need more evidence. We need more
Fucking,
pictures.
especially the way home, dude. Fucking, I had no idea. Fuck.
Next time I'm just gonna strap a GoPro to my chest.
Yeah.
Document the entire thing.
And we'll get one of our phones and we'll turn on the Find My iPhone and we'll just put it in Snake's pocket so we know where he's gone. That'd be good. We could follow him around the city on his little adventures. Get a snake cam. Grab a GoPro on Snake. Yeah, we should get a few angles of this. Snake cam.
Whereabouts are yous?
Where?
We were in Melbourne, but yeah.
Melbourne. Alright.
I live in Sydney.
Yeah. I'm going to Darwin and Perth
Fuck that.
next year. And Cairns
User
as
was
well.
moved out of your channel.
Bye.
Work.
Good fun.
Yes. Very good fun. Fuck this team. God damn it.
Alright, well, I'll
I'm
be
gonna
back.
quit
If you guys have
Rocket
any
League
questions, I'll be
forever.
back. I'm taking a piss. Can't wait to hear the fucking questions.
The question I've got is where do I get one of those shirts? Gonna be a League of Legends star.